Alright guys, let's take a first look at IntelliJ and also set it up so that we can really dive into code. Now once you start IntelliJ for the first time, you're probably gonna get to a window that looks something like this, or it may also take you to a window where you can first choose your theme, and that's either a dark theme or a light theme. And it's really just a matter of taste which one of those two you prefer. So you can try out both of them. We're also going to go through how you can change them later on in this lecture. And then we're also going to take a look at all the different major parts of IntelliJ's interface. So let's go ahead and create our very first project. So we're going to go up here and hit create new project. And now you can either go to the Kotlin category here, or also in Java, you're also going to find Kotlin in brackets Java. So you can choose either this one or go to Kotlin and choose Kotlin JVM. So let's go ahead and use this one. And now we're going to have to select a library for this. And IntelliJ comes pre-installed with the Kotlin plugin. So we can just hit create right here and then use the library from the plugin. Okay, so hit OK. And now there's a library selected here. And similarly, if you don't have a project SDK set up here, then we're going to have to select new and then add a JDK, which is the JDK that you just installed. So you can click here, and in here you're going to have to navigate to your installation directory for the JDK. So in my case, that would not be in this program files here, this is just a JRE, but make sure you really find the correct folder, in my case under program files, and then Java, where the folder starts with JDK. And you can see I have several JDK versions installed. So I can choose this newest one, for example, just click on the folder and then hit OK. And then it's going to use that as your project SDK here. So this is basically the same thing that I already had pre-installed before. But if it doesn't come up with a project SDK for you straight away, you can just add this using the JDK here. Okay, perfect. So now we have a project SDK and we also have our Kotlin library. So let's now go ahead and click next. And now we can give our project any name we want. And I'm going to call it Kotlin programming. Hit finish. And then it's going to take us to the actual development environment. So this main panel right here is where we're going to write our code later. And on the left hand side, you can find our navigator view, which should already be there. But if it's not, you can just toggle it using Alt-1, and that's going to make it appear for you. So if we expand this, for example, we can see that we have a source folder created for us. And it also creates this hidden folder and a configuration file, which we don't really have to care about. That's just used by IntelliJ to manage our project. Alright, so let's now take a look at how we can change the appearance of IntelliJ and how we can also set our font if we want to. So we're going to go to File over here and then hit Settings. And now if we go to Appearance and Behavior up here and then click on Appearance, we can then use our theme here. So if you don't really like your theme or you want to try out another one, you can do that right here, like the Darkula theme, for example. And if I apply this, you can see that this is the dark theme. And for the creation of our video course here, I'm actually going to use the IntelliJ theme. But you can choose whichever you prefer. And to change our font, we can go to Editor right here, then go to Colors and Fonts, and the first item should be Font. And now this can be a bit confusing because we can't actually change the font yet, because what we have to do is we're going to have to create our own scheme right here. So we're going to have to click on Save As and then just call it My Scheme, for example. So save that, and now we're able to change the font as we like. So in my case, I'm going to use this font right here, which I like, and then I'm going to set the size a bit higher. Alright, so hit Apply and OK, and that's going to save all our settings. Alright, so those are just two of the most important options for you to just set the appearance of IntelliJ to your preferences. And now we're ready to really start diving into Kotlin code. We have IntelliJ ready, we also have the JDK installed, and we have all the tools we need to really dive into code. So I hope you're excited to get started, and I will see you in the next lecture.